The archives of the Ordo Chronos are vast. The truths are often terrifying. Accessing dossier.
The tolerance is 0.003 microns. The laser sinter aligns the molecular lattice, its hum a perfect A-sharp. The drone's diagnostic lens confirms the bond. Flawless. Another 87,000 bonds. And the new pulse capacitor will be complete. It will increase energy efficiency by 4.2%. It will save the lives of 17 fire warriors out of every 1,000 deployed. The calculus is elegant. It is good. The air in the fabricator is cool and smells of ozone and clean lubricants. The light panels in the ceiling simulate the gentle afternoon sun of T'au. It is an optimal environment, engineered for concentration and productivity. Every variable is controlled. Every process is perfected. Every action serves a function, and every function serves the greater good. The system is logical. The system is harmonious. And I am a necessary and valued component within it. This is the only truth I have ever required.
The official propaganda of the T'au Empire projects a vision of an enlightened utopia, a society of willing participants, each contributing to a collective destiny according to their natural aptitude. The architects of this utopia, the very hands that build its wonders and forge its weapons, are the members of the Earth Caste, the Fio. This report, designated OCR-774-FIO, will analyze the life of one such architect. We will examine the meticulously engineered world that shaped her, the daily cycle that defines her, and the subtle, systemic pressures that ensure her unwavering loyalty. We will seek to answer a fundamental question. In a society that has perfected the art of manufactured consent, what is the texture of a single, contented life in service to the greater good? The foundational text of an Earth Caste engineer's education is the history of their own purpose, a narrative that frames their innate drive to create as the very act that saved their species. It is a story of logic and unity triumphing over savagery and chaos.
Attend, children of the Fio. Remember the Monto, the terror, when our ancestors were but simple builders and artisans. Remember how they were besieged by the savage tribes of the plains, the precursors to our brave fire caste. Remember how, through their peerless ingenuity and tireless labor, they constructed the great fortress city of Fio'ton, a bastion of reason in an age of fear. It was your spirit, the spirit of creation, that sheltered our people.
The official chronicle, as taught in every Fio academy, presents a logical and harmonious societal structure, a perfect machine for the advancement of the collective. The Earth Caste, the Fio are told, is the foundation. They are the scientists, the engineers, the laborers. Their physiology is a gift, a form perfectly suited to their function, short, stout, and robust, with superlative manual dexterity. Their psychology is a virtue, pragmatic, inquisitive, and driven by an innate passion to solve problems and build a better future.
Know your place and find fulfillment in your purpose. The Fio provides the tools, the Shahs wields them in defense. The poor uses them to spread the word of our unity. The core pilots them through the stars, and the Aun, the Ethereals, provide the wisdom that guides us all. Each caste is a vital component. Together we are strong. This is the logic of the T'au Va. This is the path to the greater good.
The official record is a catalogue of triumphs. The development of the pulse rifle, a weapon superior to the crude ballistics of lesser races. The creation of the battlesuit, an icon of T'au technological supremacy. The invention of the slipstream module, the very engine of the Empire's expansion. These are presented as the proud achievements of a unified people. This is the official history, a clean, simple narrative of reason, progress, and willing self-sacrifice for a common cause. It is a story told in the bright, airy plazas and the pristine academies of every Sept world. It is a story that is, in its deliberate omission of all doubt, control, and psychological cost, a perfect and elegant design. Our subject is designated Fio'la Bork'an Kais, a junior maintenance technician assigned to Macrofabricator Complex 7 on the Sept World of Bork'an. Her designation indicates she is a dedicated practitioner of the Earth Caste, from a Sept renowned for its scientific academia, whose emerging skill and ingenuity have been formally recognized. Her personal name, Kais, translates to ingenious. She is a model citizen of the T'au Empire. Her life is one of measured purpose.
The cycle begins. The light panels in the ceiling of my habitat module slowly brighten, mimicking the sunrise over the eastern mountain range. The chronometer chimes softly. 2.0. The air is 22.4 degrees Celsius, with 68% humidity. Optimal. I rise. The module is efficient. The bed retracts into the wall, revealing a workstation. The nutrient dispenser provides the morning meal, a biscuit tasting of sweetened grain, and a warm, clear beverage with a floral scent. The caloric and nutritional values are perfectly balanced for the day's assigned tasks. The transitway is quiet. The grav train glides silently through the city. The architecture of Bork'an is logical. The sweeping lines of the towers follow the golden ratio. The hydroponic gardens that line the transitway are arranged in Fibonacci spirals. It is beautiful because it is orderly. I see a group of Shasla, fire caste cadets, jogging on a designated path. They are taller, their movements sharp and aggressive. They belong to their function. I belong to mine. The system is harmonious.
The daily life of an Earth Caste engineer is a meticulously engineered environment. The state's provision of all necessities, housing, healthcare, nutrition, removes the economic anxieties that fuel unrest in societies like the Imperium. The framing of work as a fulfilling expression of one's innate purpose aligns personal satisfaction directly with the state's objectives, making service feel like self-actualization. It is a gilded cage designed to manufacture contentment.
The fabricator is my true home. The air hums with the song of the plasma generators. It smells of ozone and focus. My Fio'la, my senior, assigns my tasks for the cycle. The first is a standard diagnostic on a bank of shield drones for the fire caste. The work is methodical. I connect my data slate, run the energy cascade simulations, and adjust the emitter frequencies. My drone assistant, Chime, hovers at my shoulder, its manipulator claws mirroring my own movements. The drones pass inspection. 100% efficiency. It is a good start to the cycle. The second task is an analysis of a component failure. A chassis pilot, part of the Falcia Sept field testing program, was terminated when his experimental pulse rifle overloaded. The data is comprehensive. Energy readings, biometric feedback from the battlesuit, picked captures of the weapon's remains. I feel a flicker of something, a calculated sorrow. The warrior's life was expended, but his sacrifice provides the data necessary to perfect the design. The final version of the rifle will not fail. His death has saved thousands. The calculus is logical. It is for the greater good. I append a note to the file, suggesting a modification to the plasma containment field. The problem is solved. My function is fulfilled.
The T'au concept of the nuclear family is alien. Individuals are raised in communal caste creches. Romance and procreation are not matters of personal choice, but are centrally planned by the Ethereals, based on genetic compatibility and the demographic needs of the empire. The individual's most intimate connections are, like everything else, engineered for the benefit of the state.
The work cycle ends. 8.0 I retire to the communal workshop. This is my leisure time. My personal project is a model of an ancient Gula vehicle, a tank, they called it. Its design is illogical, brutal, inefficient, but fascinating. It is a puzzle of primitive mechanics. My Thalassera joins me. We share a meal and a drink. The conversation is good. We discuss a new alloy from the Kelshan Sept, the energy output of the new Storm Surge battlesuit. We are comfortable. We are content. Later, we watch the Holovid broadcast, a glorious victory against the orcs on the eastern fringe. The fire warriors are brave. The weapons we built are effective. The strategy of the Ethereals is flawless. It is inspiring. It reminds me of my purpose. I feel pride. I feel unity. Tomorrow I will rise at 2.0. I will continue my work. The cycle is good. My life is good.
This is the horror of the T'au. It is not the overt, brutal oppression of the Imperium. It is the subtle, pervasive, and almost gentle tyranny of a society that has perfected the art of making the cage feel like home. The individual is monitored, controlled, and conditioned, but is made to feel like it is all for their own benefit, for the benefit of all. Dissenters are not publicly executed, they simply disappear for re-education. The social pressure to conform is absolute. The good life of the Fio'la is a profound paradox. They are contentedly unfree. The official record speaks of harmony and willing contribution. The lived reality for Fio'la Kais is a meticulously engineered existence, a life of profound comfort and absolute control. We must now analyze the mechanisms of this control and the existential threats that can cause the entire perfect system to fall. The primary mechanism of ethereal control is not their suspected pheromonal abilities, but a brilliant and deliberate act of social engineering, the strict segregation of knowledge. No single caste can function independently. The fire caste need the Fio caste weapons. The water caste need the Fio's infrastructure. The Ethereals rule by positioning themselves as the indispensable master project managers of this deliberately compartmentalized machine. The greatest crime in T'au society is attempting the duties outside of one's designated caste. It is an act that threatens the stability of the entire system. This ordered logical system, however, is profoundly vulnerable to the irrational chaos of the galaxy. The gene stealer infestation of the Sept World of Bork'an is a chilling case study. The Earth Caste scientists, in their intellectual curiosity, viewed the emerging hybrids not as blasphemous abominations, but as fascinating curios worthy of study. Their rationalism became a catastrophic weakness, allowing the cult to fester until the planet was consumed by war. An even greater trauma was the fourth sphere expansion. The Earth Caste's greatest creation, the Slipstream module, plunged their fleets into the war. The survivors were driven mad by the experience, their optimistic philosophy shattered by a reality of demons and malevolent gods that defied all logic. They turned on their alien allies, murdering them, their minds poisoned by a xenophobia antithetical to the greater good. For the engineers aboard those ships, it was the ultimate horror. Their perfect machine had become a conduit for a madness that corrupted their very souls. It is noteworthy to the archivist that this darker, more complex portrayal of the T'au is a relatively recent development in the Imperial record. The earliest chronicles from their first contact with the Imperium in the late 2nd millennium depicted them as a more straightforward, almost naively optimistic species. Over the centuries, as scribes like Phil Kelly have compiled more data, the narrative has been deliberately darkened, recontextualizing the Ethereals' guidance as sinister mind control, and the greater good as an authoritarian Orwellian state. This reflects a maturation in the Imperium's own understanding of the Xenos threat, that even a society that offers progress and comfort can be as tyrannical as one that offers only faith and fury. We return then to the Macrofabricator Complex 7, on the Sept World of Bork'an.
A new directive has arrived from the Ethereal Council. It is a project of the highest priority. It is a simulation, an AI construct. It is a ghost. The data packet contains the complete memory engrams and personality matrix of the deceased Ethereal Supreme, Onva. My function is to help build him a new voice, a new face, a hologram to lead the Empire, a lie. The calculus is complex. The lie is necessary to maintain morale and ensure the stability of the system. The deception is for the greater good. The logic is sound. The logic is flawless. So why does the hum of the fabricator sound different today? Why does the light from the ceiling panels feel cold? The system is perfect. The logic is...
We began this report with a question. What is the texture of a single contented life in service to the greater good? The archives are clear. The texture is smooth, seamless composites and perfectly balanced nutrition. It is the satisfaction of a problem solved and the harmony of a society without conflict. But it is also the texture of a cage, however gilded, a cage built by the hands of the prisoners themselves. The T'au Earth Caste, the architects of progress, now find themselves in a profound paradox. They are the keepers of the Empire's foundational lie, the maintainers of the digital ghost of their supreme leader. Their genius, once harnessed to build a utopia, is now required to perpetuate a deception. They hold the literal keys to the kingdom, the AI that rules them, and the FTL drives that will guide their future. The great unanswered question is whether a mind conditioned for logic can continue to function when confronted with a fundamental lie at the heart of its own system. Will the Fio'la continue to dutifully serve the greater good as defined by their ethereal masters, or will the accumulating weight of their terrible knowledge force them to do what they have always done, analyze the flaws in the design and build something new? My report is concluded. The full dossier will be sealed under penalty of heresy. You may append your own proved commentary to the record below. The Ordo Chronos is ever watchful.